The SPCA's received a complaint from a member of the public about a thin dog on a property in East Tamaki. Initially, this looks like just another routine job for Inspector John Hedimaya, who patrols this area.
Obviously, looking at this dog here, he's in reasonable good condition. The area is a bit dirty, but I mean, I'll have a word with the owner and just inform them that we've had a complaint. I guess it's more of a barking complaint.
But there's more going on here than John expected. The dog that was the subject of the complaint seems okay, but another dog nearby needs some attention.
Hang on. Okay, we've got a second dog on the property as well. It's just tied to the fence here. It's gaining access to shelter underneath the house. Again, it's not acceptable. There's feces underneath the house there and it's quite dirty, so there's no bedding or anything for the dog.
Now this call-out is really starting to snowball.
As you can see, there's another dog tied to a boat over here. His body condition is fair, but there's no water provided for the dog. The shelter's inadequate.
Just as John's about to leave a written warning, he sees the owner is home.
I noticed that your dog is tied to the boat here. It's not an ideal situation for that dog. How many dogs do you have on the property? Just the one?
I got four.
The man says he loaned 2 of his dogs to a neighbour for security.
What about this girl here? I noticed she's just had pups.
Yeah.
How many pups has she got?
8. I might just keep 1 or 2.
Oh, I think you've got enough dogs as it is.
All up, the man owns 11 dogs. Now John's really got a problem on his hands.
Okay, I've given him the option to surrender the dog, the bitch and pups to SPCA, so he's going to think about it. My concern is that she's got a skin condition and she's feeding 8 puppies. It's not an ideal situation for this bitch and pups. So we're going to improve that situation. I'll throw a blanket down there for the pups and we'll check this condition of these animals in, say, 24 hours. OK, mate. Have a good day, eh?
But just when John thinks he's seen it all, one more dog's brought to his attention.
I've asked the lady in this house here if it was her dog, and she confirmed that it was her dog and that she didn't want it. So while I'm here, I might as well take it just for safety's sake, and we'll hopefully find it a good home.
But before he can take the dog away, it's necessary to get some details.
How old is Spot?
Oh, it's not our dog. It's just that my son found it on the road.
Oh, OK. How long ago was that?
2 weeks now. I said my son's going to the shop to get us a breed, and he was coming back with the dog. He said he found it outside the dairy. And then I asked him, does he want it? He said yes. So we keep it, and then it's just that I'm angry of Spot doing poo-poo around. And it's hard for me to clean it, so I told him that I'm going to give it away.
Bye-bye.
Spot will return with John to the SPCA and hopefully find a new home soon. Further north, a complaint about some goats in Kerikeri is being followed up by local Inspector Jim Boyd.
The call came from neighbours of a farmer who has goats and other stock on his property, and they were concerned that the goats were all limping. These are Boer goats. The story we've got is that these are suffering very badly. 14 adults, a few kids. They're not as bad as I would have possibly anticipated.
Initially, Jim can't see anything unusual until one of the goats begins to run.
That's bad news. That's in a lot of pain, that goat. It's bad news. That's incredible. I'm quite concerned about that, actually. It looks like it's deformed or the legs are broken. Now, it's a bit much to think the legs are broken and sort of set that way. See, it's not unnatural for the goats to kneel down, but to walk on their knees like that is quite bad, quite strange.
Jim's keen to catch one of the injured goats so he can inspect their condition up close.
Didn't he do well?
It's all right, it's all right. Shh, shh, shh. Come on, come on.
There's something really seriously wrong with this goat. I think they're either dislocated or they've been broken. I can't straighten the leg. It won't straighten. Physically in okay condition except for this problem with the legs. So here's someone here now.
The farmer has turned up and Jim's keen to have a word.
Hi, I'm Jim Boyd, Animal Welfare Inspector appointed by the Minister of Agriculture. Had a complaint about the goats. They're yours?
Yeah.
I haven't got warrants in the vehicle, sorry. But Jim Boyd, hi.
It appears several of the goats may have an arthritic infection beyond the farmer's control, but Jim is concerned they may be suffering.
It is an animal welfare issue.
Well, what do you do about it? They go through. I can show you in my book when they were last through the bay. There's a bar.
That's not acceptable. Well, if you can't put it right, you put them down.
That's right. That's the point.
You know that, I know that. I think the farmer's got to be, he's been farming for 30 odd years. He knows what he's talking about. I've had the advantage of seeing his diary, his register that, and the dates where he's dipped the feet. I can see he's doing all the right things.
The farmer was given a warning by the SPCA, but nothing could be done, so the goats affected were put down. Stray cats are a common problem in West Auckland. There are about 5 cat colony houses in this area patrolled by Karen. During kitten season, it's a priority for the SPCA to control the cat population there and reduce the risk of disease.
Wow, I just counted about 13 cats there.
Not that many.
Today, Karen's been called to a property in New Lynn, where many cats are living. Some of the cats are sick with the snuffles virus. Some others have even been found dead under the house.
Yeah. They come up to you and then they hiss at you and then bugger off.
Hello, see this one here? Really bad with snuffles, eh? Can you grab that one? I need to take that one to a vet, at least today. Just scuff it if you like.
This kitten has snuffles, a virus common in stray cats that damages their eyes. It can spread through a cat colony quickly and often be fatal.
That must be their mum there, yeah? Hello. Ooh. This one's got starting snuffles too, eh? Should I get this one looked at by a vet? Otherwise they just end up looking like that one. So which is no good. Okay, I'll just quickly go take this one to a cave before he gets me because there's sharp little needle teeth.
Nick lives here with his aunt, where the colony has built up over years. In colonies, disease spreads wildly and the cat population explodes. It's the SPCA's job to try and contain the situation.
Just get you to put this one in too for me. What happens when you've got this many cats is that they just, if one gets sick, yeah, well, they keep breeding, but not only that, when you've got one that gets sick with snuffles, it's just like a virus and it just spreads through the colony. We definitely need to sort of maybe talk to your auntie and establish what cat she wants to keep.
Yeah.
You know, she can keep some and get those desexed. We're happy to pay for that. So I think I would have seen about 13 cats just sitting there around that plastic bag when I arrived. So I think there'd be at least 20.
About that, yeah.
Maybe some more.
I would know, I don't count them.
They'll be able to help you out with costs and things, eh?
A dog is also living on the property. Karen's asked Nick if she can check on its health and condition.
Is that how you open the door with a knife? That's a hard case.
Yeah, Liz.
Oh, she looks fine. How is she with the cats?
Oh, she's all right.
Come
She
here.
plays with them.
Good girl, it's all right. Good girl. What's her name?
Lucy.
Cool. Okay. She looks
Lucy,
lovely.
come on.
Back inside, quickly. Don't you get hit by a car. Who made those holes in the wall?
Oh, that was me.
Why did you make those holes in the
That
wall?
was ages ago, it must have been about 12.
Really?
Yeah,
Woo.
before I went to anger management.
Good boy. Well done. Okay, well, let's have a look around the back. there they are. I'm not going to be able to catch you guys. You're going to do a runner, aren't you? Because you've got your eyes. The ones with gammy eyes are easy, obviously, to catch because they can't see me coming. But these ones, they aren't so sick. And therefore can see me come in and take off.
Snuffles has claimed many cats on his property. Karen's only option is to take the sick ones back to the SPCA and hope some can be saved.
One more. I know. Shh.